Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Panzer League player, we have Wagwan. Spawn as the other Panzer League player, we have Andryhaz. Spawn on bottom left, what was that? Booby trap available, so he has now selected the Scorched Earth Doctrine. Spawn as the British forces, we have Zohan, and spawn as the other British forces, we have Noobs, or us.
Awaiting instructions.
Ammunition or fuel sector being captured on up. We got the Wehrmacht Pioneers trying to capture up other sectors now. Double birds can be difficult or can be an easy stomp. It all depends how quickly you can overrun the HQs. If you can't overrun them, you have a bit of trouble. If you can overrun them, you basically knock them out of the game immediately. Panzer Grenadiers going for G43s, not big surprise.
Upgraded unit ready.
Fuel point has been captured on up, going for the strategic point now. Likely one of the HQ command trucks will set up right there. Maybe a good idea for this guy to go there, since he is farther back. Scope Power Squad going straight this fuel sector. Now that would be risky if they try to claim that one with their HQ command trucks. So right now he's not decapturing the point there. MG42 does lose a model there. Does further retreat there. Scope our squad get a nice little force back nice and early on. Likely a Volkswagen is being plotted in field. Could be a motorcycle. Scope our squad does fall back there. Going for a slit trench now over here. This intersection advance forward, getting a bit of chip damage there onto the Grad. Fuel sector being captured on up over here.
We are losing ground.
And Scope our squad is advancing on forward. Should be able to force back the Pioneer, no problem.
Send over.
Volkswagen or intersection does get a bit damaged there. Trying to intro the capture there. You do not want that HQ command truck to set up in the sector. Then decapture is fine, letting it being fully captured is not fine. He is doing a good job even preventing it from decapturing there. Scooting his booty there. And there we go, it has been inverted quite a bit, and now his team's HQ-42 has been redeployed there. Forward HQ, oh yeah, that's also another reason why he needs to get the forward HQ. Gets fully pinned there, so it does stop the decapture. Forward HQ is about to go on up. Does not appear to have forward healing just yet. So there's got a good forward reinforcement there. Once it gets the forward healing, that would be great. Forward healing's not being researched now. Then the MG-42 get decoded is fine, as long as he push forward. Volkswagen get it recrewed. He's got the Scorpion squad falling him back. MG-42 could get reinforced now. Intersections push away forward.
Kampfgruppen have upgraded defensive operations.
The real question is, does he have a glorious mustache like mine? We do not have the intersection advancing on forward and advancing on back, just to get to the heavy cover there. Panzer Grenadiers eyeing to push forward as heavy cover as well. Motorcycles providing some fire support in the back. Lieutenant now advancing on forward. Does now get inspired these intersections to shoot harder. And Wagwan has seen quite a bit of damage there, but does need to fall back, get repaired up. Luckily there's a bunch of repair units that can repair him up, no problem. Good ask his teammate or ask his own Pioneers.
Awaiting command.
I do have some old replays of me with my mustache. But I do need to shave right now. This beard's getting a little bit itchy. We do now got the Panzer Grenadier getting outside the garrison. We do now have the Scope Arc Squad getting suppressed there. Mortar in place not being employed on view. HQ sections pushing their way up north. We've got this section being forced on back. Got these sections signed for a bit of flank. Of course, we've got the forward HQ. Gotta make sure that it doesn't get captured. Forward HQ command truck here by one of Brits is on the fuel point. Not sure where the other one may be at the moment. These sections advancing on forward. Grad eyeing to deploy a booby trap on top of the landmine, which could either be a good idea or a bad idea. One of the two. Landmine has been spotted there by the Scopeharp squad. If the intersections actually take time to focus it down, he could blow up some Panzer Grenadiers. The Scopeharp squad needs to hit that landmine. Nope, he was not quick enough to hit the landmine. Has recamouflage. Falls back to his 4 HQ there to get some healing. Maybe a good idea for his team to pull out some sandbags, help him get better fighting position there. Jim and Wagwan hit a bit of fire there. The Brits are Zohan and Noobs are us. Do not have the slit trench now being deployed on the field. Another squad of veterans see there. More of the slit trenches being deployed on the field.
Roadblocks are now at our disposal.
Does have access to roadblocks now. Scopeharp squads just trying to pull out some more slit trenches. Now the Panzer Grenadiers push right forward. Do have the intersection going on down. And looks like multiple of the slit trenches are being destroyed. Scopeharp squad does fall back. Panzer Command now deployed on the field. And looks like the mortars are running a little bit short.
Ready to pass on orders.
Intersections heading down south. We do have the 25-pounder now being deployed on the field.
Grenadiers have repaired the order.
Asking for some heavy cover. Probably a good idea. Let's take a look and see what each player's gone for. The Panzer League player has the Panzer Command going for some 222s. Probably 5 of them. His teammate right now has not a lot of manpower, some munitions to work with. Going for a Pack 38. No Kampfgruppe Center just yet. British player number 1 has very little resources. Has a sapper in the build queue, no captain. And the other British player does have a sapper in the build queue, no captain. And does spend a bunch of munitions right there, probably on a... not sure what it was on. Saw like 75 munitions consumed. Oh, maybe it was this rifle. No, that was his teammate. Got rifle grenades split up by his teammate. Supported by 2 lieutenants. Panzer Grenadiers push way forward.
Forward OPs reporting a sector is under attack.
Those upgrades are done. Where to? Gun line ready.
And do got some P-hits there. 25-pounder deployed on the field. 2-2. And Pack 30 pushes way forward. Garrett moving around. Intersections now advancing all around. Rifle grenade fired and rolls a miss. We got a pair of landmines deployed. The Wehrmacht player. Very nice. It's a 25-pounder. What's 25-pounder barrage is raining right there. Not onto the forward HQ. Jim Wagwan spots a lot of stuff there, including Piet coming right at him. And he knows that the Piet's also very bad coming at him. Booby trap has been triggered. And now, of course, was an incendiary trap there. Most of the Panzer Grenadiers get a little bit toasty. Two now advancing on forward. We got, of course, a good number of forces here. The Panzer League player just may want to keep his distance. Let the 2-2 skirmish around a little bit, but right now there's just too many British units here in this region for him to really engage. His teammates does have a sniper on the field help him out, but he needs honestly some sandbags. Get some sandbags there. He's able to hold this area quite well. Sappers, intersection pushing along the southern flank. Got these guys facing along through the center, but the intersections are quite wounded. Gonna fall back there. We do now have his teammates MG42 being redeployed up front. MG42 is now firing away. MG42 could have received deployed designated marksman there from this squad. Does receive some bit of suppression there, needs reinforcements. Trying to be reinforced. He does get reinforced in time. With that one model in the back, it could actually help him stall out, get another model reinforced. We have the 2-2-2s being pushed on forward, but there's too many sappers in this region. The gunner will go down. And no, the gunner will not go down. now got the 25-pounder barrage and mortars trying to hit that MG42. Decides to fully withdraw. The HQ now seeing some direct fire. The Wehrmacht flare does go for Blitzkrieg. Can get out some stormtroopers. So maybe a pair of Panzerschrecks, camouflage stormtrooper Panzerschrecks wouldn't be half bad to sneak on in to take out some of these weapon placements. Starting to make their advance. Sherman Wagwan in this region. Maybe you're seeing some mortar hits there. You two still trying to skirmish around, but you got the HQ command truck has now established this viewpoint. And his team, and okay, I was going to say he will deny like for the fatherland usage, but of course he has gone to Blitzkrieg. Bunker has been completed. That could be for a repair bunker, that could be for med bunker. It's hard for me to tell. Both will be useful. Let's see, is that the... That is the Panzer Elite player saying he's going for Panthers. Not big surprise, that's basically the default. He has to push my forward, scope our squads in tow, and Lieutenant. Veteran C1 tanks as well. Veteran C1 tanks. Ah, Stews. I was thinking something else. This polygon, he's preparing Veteran C for his Stews. And for the Tiger tank, we've got now the MG42 sitting on up. This is suppression here. Lieutenant's not Veteran C1 at the moment. PS rain on in, getting good splash damage there, and wipes out the MG42 instantaneously. And some of those were also rifle grenades. They have about the same accuracy. Got Scope of Squad now being pinned or suppressed by the G43 squad. We've got multiple Panzerschrecks here. Baker's place was almost deployed in the field, in which they do spot it, and does fall back from it. Over here, Stormtroopers camouflage advance on forward. Wait. It could have been possible they spotted the Stormtrooper squad going past this point. Plus, if they want camouflage going around that, he may... If he wasn't camouflaged, they could spot that, so there's no sign of not map hacks. But if he was camouflaged right there, that would probably suggest map hacks. It's all about right there, is whether or not they were or were not camouflaged. Intersections push way forward, it's raining on in. So let's keep an eye on the Brits and see what they can and cannot see, or should not see. 2 stew, he's eyeing for 2 stew. I'll let that stew in. We do not have the Brand's advancing forward. We get some buttons here, just getting a bit of chip damage. Artillery raining on in. It's now pushed way forward. Scope rifle or rifle grenade squad does get forced back. 1 sniper on the field. Back 30 camouflage. You know, I'm sort of like half paying the compensation, so part of me is wondering, what are you guys talking about? We do not have artillery barrage raining in right there. Ask his teammate to pull out some Stoops of Boost. Some Warframen half tracks. Do not have the Stormtroopers double upgraded. Advancing under camouflage, trying to capture the sector. Gets a bit of damage there on the mortar placement as he starts decapturing. Very nice. Maybe just want to decapture and focus fire. Don't have the eye for a full capture. Nope. Oh, doesn't get the shots off there. He is pushing away forward. We got 2 intersections here. Intersections, sappers. 3 squads of PS, 1 more potentially on the way, maybe 2. Mass Panzerschreck here. Stu finds a good shot. Grenadiers. One does fall back. They'll just pass the soft retreat around. Back to the HQ, just get healed up. The two's advancing forward. The Stu has plenty of health to tango with, so maybe he can advance forward as well. Tutu's skirmishing around. He just wants to bleed. He wants them dead. Not the Tutu's dead, but his opponent's dead. Not going for any defense accuracy. Rifle Grenadier squad does fall back. I heard a 17-pounder shot there, so Tutus may want to keep their distance from the 17-pounder. You want to avoid the 76mm size holes in them. 76.2 millimeters, I think it was. Hands Grenadiers get reinforced, healed up right there. Sappers are unlikely to decapture the point because they can just throw a squad inside that's nearby.
Strategic locations.
2-2s do see a bit of damage there. Stormtroopers is on the 17-pounders, not hitting 25-pounder just yet. 17-pounder has gone down, does fall back now, very good. It's a decent hit there. Sniper, 17 kills, soft retreating away. The Stu does need some repairs. The Mortar placement also needs repairs as well. Got some Piets or Sappers there. Casualty Clearing Station, seeing some hits. He has repositioned HQ command truck from this region to somewhat over here. And with 2 casualty clearing stations, there's a large number of medics to grab casualties, though one of them is destroyed. Mortar placement has gone down. Piet's moving around. Now Piet's Pentrix.
25-pounder, got our hands full here. Complete over here.
Hands full of ammo, or hands full of something else. Panther pushing way forward. Got 2 Panthers. Getting a bit of damage on the field support truck. Stu just sort of flinching around. Not getting a whole lot of damage at the moment, but sometimes make your units just not standing still is always useful as well. And it took a bit of chip damage there. Bearmark Sniper gained some damage. Panther pushing way forward. But then the Piet squad, I think that may have been a full wipe. And rolls nice miss there. Jim Wagwan does go down there.
Was knocked out in that last skirmish.
Twos, Stu, all, and Kenigrad all fully healed at the moment. The British player we have selected has 5 command points. Not a lot of munitions at the moment, so maybe a good idea to go find the commandos or row engineers, or the either increased resource income or commando stuff. I don't think raw artillery with a lack of munitions will be useful. Pioneers do get suppressed there. Stu now firing away, gets a good hit there. And the Piet does go ahead and get some bounces there.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Get obtained by that Sapper. Rest is force falling back. Act 38 does get detected, so likely can get probably pulled into short the nearby Piet, possibly. We have another heroic charge activated there. He may try to focus it down there, but does fall back, so the Pack 38 can be recaptured. At this point in time, the opponent's not playing any vehicles, so maybe just being uncaptured at the moment wouldn't be half bad. Capture it when you need it. Fort HQ is still alive with plenty of health, though a couple of the panels have been blown out.
Where to, gents?
Over here, do now the Kenigrad trying to decapture these points. I love how the parts of what's supposed to be a US base is still here. Artillery running on in. Looks like the Stu received a nice hit there.
Look sharp.
Stu Gets a decent hit there.
In contact.
17 pounder now being employed on out.
All set. Go ahead.
And now we do see the armor command truck going for a handful of fireflies will not hurt. Hopefully this has the command tank and not the staghound. Armor command truck, oh, could be intercepted. Of course, I always forget how not fragile the British trucks are. Compared to Company Heroes 2, like SWS half tracks.
Ready for action.
Stu get some shots there. He's trying to decapture this HQ. Stu's getting some shots there. Stu gets some decent hit on the lieutenant. Get squads fall back. The HQ could still be saved. Looks like it's not going to be saved. And looks like Zion fall back there. Does maintain minimal damage. Looks like they did bring in some offensive artillery there. Wehrmacht sniper receiving some fire there. May receive some fire in return from the Piet.
Victory point is ours.
And the British forces do capture the VP. Sappers, intersections push away forward. Hummel now lining up a shot. And is firing away and receiving some Piet fire. Stu does get a nice little damage there, knocking them around. Kenigrad almost destroyed. He's focusing down. Maybe a good idea to focus on the Panther first, not the Kenigrad. Getting whittled down, he does go and save both the Kenigrad and the Panther. Hummel's trying to back on off. Got heroic charge on these Piets, trying to find something.
Reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Does take out the Wehrmacht sniper, I believe that was. Yes, that was. And these forces do all fall back now. Handful of pioneers and the stormtroopers now advance on forward.
Set up armored HQ at this position. Double time. Just point this in.
Casualty plane station being healed on up. 17 pounder firing away. Overheal has been disabled. Do getting repaired on up. Panther, this one's at full health. This Panther over here soon be at full health. Give enough time. We do have a bunker, not bunker, slit trench now being employed on field, which could be a useful spot to either put the Piets or the rifle grenades in there. Here, a Warframe half-track running in somewhere. Got a large number of replacements here. There's a Warframe half-track. Get some decent hits on the 17 pounder. Scope our squad advance on forward. We'll fund the Stu. He does go for a stag count, so he does not have armor command truck at the moment. Stormtroopers have been spotted there as the rifle grenadier squad try to capture the field point. Boom trap has been triggered. Oh, and that boom trap detonated way over there. That could have been the stormtroopers instead. Rifle grenade squad does fall back. There'll be some shots on him, but the captain's region it'd be hard to kill everything. And he does put the captain in that trench. Oh, he does wipe out a, was that a pioneer? Appears to be a pioneer. As grenades push way forward, may see incendiary grenades. Now let's go for a squad trying to capture the sector there with the aura of the captain's support. Captain Street there, asking his team to deploy some packs. Saying he spots some fireflies. Warframe half track, maybe bring out in over here. Dude gets a good shot there. He's hitting the infantry, but of course, Warframe half tracks hit everywhere. But it does stay alive and repair sappers on the way. Got a good hit there on the Panther, and the music abruptly stopping. The Firefly command tank here, very good. And let's take a look at everybody's resources. The British player we currently have selected have very little manpower, small reserve of munitions, no fuel. This player does have small reserve of manpower, good reserve of munitions, and plenty of fuel for now. And the Blitzkrieg player does have a good amount of manpower, small amount of fuel to work with, which is getting Vet 3 light vehicles. He'll get Vet 3 tanks as well for his Stews and for his Tiger. And for his teammate, small reserve of manpower, excellent reserve of munitions, and not much fuel at the moment. He's going for his veteran sergeant research. He must got a handful of Pentagon research. He can go for, there's the 4-man squad research. Put it there onto the Piet squad. Act 38 does manage to recamouflage in time, does fall back. Could use some medical crates to get him healed up. The bunker here has been destroyed.
We are now capable of larger squads. Promotion of military sergeant is available for assignment. Now you will capture with the utmost speed.
Yeah, I should really pay attention to the conversation more and really avoid it, because all I see is you're digging through dead humans in the conversation. What am I reading? Stag Hounds advance on 4, get a bit of fire there onto the 222. Stews can get some chip damage on the Stag Hounds, but not too great. They may be overhealed. Yes, they were overhealed. Got Pack 38 shot from the rear. And Stag Hounds are falling on back. The twos, and now got the Tiger Panzer now deployed on the field. Of course, you have to be careful of the Fireflies. And there's two.
Point is being seized.
There are 2 Panthers and a Tiger tank. That's a good amount of anti-tank. And it's one player's going for mass Stag Hounds for some reason. He should also be going for Fireflies. So I think this player's sort of squandering a bit of a composition. Yeah, he should be going for Fireflies. They know the amount of it would be useful for both to ward away the Stews as well as any potential armor. So he really should be going for Fireflies. Got now the Warframe half-track Radiant somewhere, trying to get the weapon placements once again. Got a heroic charge on in, trying to hunt down the Hummel. He does pack on up. It's, of course, the Axis player, the Wehrmacht player, does not have defensive, so does not have the 3 amounts. He does heroically charge again, but they're already pretty exhausted. Does fall back now. And soon, they'll be exhausted again. The squad falls back. 1 Firefly inspired by a command tank. Gains good hits down the Tiger tank. We also got these Piets here. We got the Pack 38 to support the Tiger tank. So the Pack 38 can't engage the Piets. So it's not well. And now got a button there on the Tiger tank. Gets a good hit there. One thing he could do is let the Tiger tank die, get his teammate deploy out a Berkentiga, and then get out a second Tiger tank. Incendiary grenade thrown in the trench. Was not banning just yet. You may not realize it's been torched.
Enemy contact! I see him!
And Shrek does fire. Warfman's raining on in. Get a small amount of damage onto these Stag Hounds, but does destroy the 17-pounder there. Panther is being supported by the Stew. PS getting knocked around. There's a lot of fire there onto the Panther. PS pushing a little bit too far forward. Does fall back there. Asks his teammate to build some repair bunkers. Does kill that off. Tiger tank has took a couple scratches there, but nothing too significant. Gets a great hit there onto the Piets. Does drop a P as well. Friend squad does pick it up. Some hits there. Staghound's moving around. Warfman and Barrage raining on in. Maybe through here. Looks like trying to hit over here. May splash these units are a little bit punched up. It looks like it's all hitting around the casualty clearing station. Doesn't take out the casualty clearing station either. Repair Sappers looks like heading over there. Beaker Panzer trying to fight the captain in a 1v1 combat. The captain's cheating. He's inside a slit trench. After all, the captain's clearly British, not American. The American will win the fight. After all, I've seen Saving Private Ryan. And thank you for the follow, Zolo1113. Friend squad capture up, deploying out another slit trench there. Stu receive a hit there from the sending counter. There goes the Piet squad. Command tank here. Sending pounder or 25 pounder in the VP, trying to make sure it doesn't get captured up. The British players do have a slight VP advantage, and it's ever so growing. Yeah, the Bren squad, oh not Bren squad, 30 cal place to find way. I think that was one maybe built by him as well. And PS and Panther squad does get pinned and forced back. Staghound's charging their way forward, trying to hit these Warfman half tracks. Pack 30 incident region, wipes out the Pioneer. That's not a big loss. Artillery is raining on in, or potentially the shoes. Staghound's charging the way forward. Staghound's all wounded. Panther fires a shot there, gets a good hit there on the Staghound. Staghound's being pursued. One does get out of control, the other one gets caught up on his buddy. And that one goes down as well, while this one should be able to escape on out of there. Those receive the ship damage from the Flak Irving. Panther fires away, does take out 2-2. He's not paying attention to 2-2s. He's busy microing the Panthers, hunting down the Staghound. Flak Irving does not get the kill there. Panthers getting some damage over here. The best way to avoid student debt is, for me, I joined the Air Force. Air National Guard, more precisely. And not going to college.
Unknown number of enemy are moving on one of our bases.
Piet squad and Bren squad both fall back. Pioneer squad does drop a model. He does eventually one of his Pioneers as well. He does fall back now. Staghound still being pursued. Firefly covers retreat. Man took a couple hits there, which is great for the Firefly. I'm not sure what type of artillery that was. That may have been just on-map artillery. Nope, looks like also artillery. Does force him back. Panther is severely wounded. This Panther has a little bit damage. The captain still fires a revolver against the Tiger tank, just letting him know that he sees him. Command tank, Firefly, and the captain push over here. Looks like the Transmedia squad may have sprinted their way over here, but this gets suppressed by the base MG. Does fall back now. The trench does get destroyed there.
Captain, the lads are ready to fight.
A lot of stews, a lot of Warfman half-tracks, so going for another Warfman half-track. Here comes Warfman Barrage. Looks like he may have wiped out a repair sapper.
Up soon now. Both bloody
Regular Piet Sapper now trying to repair some other stuff as well. He may want to get out another repair Sapper to get some overhealed structures. He does have also 11 spare command points, so maybe a good idea for him to go for Royal Engineers for the boards. Stormtrooper squad, soft training wave, Warframe barrage running on in. Have to catch a clearing station to hit everything in the region in general. Clearing station does stay up. 25 or Humo barrage does nail that unit, taking him out. More rounds running on in. Tiger tank could take out the rifle grenadier squad, which also had a Pantrick apparently. Stormtroopers have one Pantrick, so that may have been their Pantrick. Warframe barrage raining on in. Does take out that. Does take out this one as well. Pantrick's quickly forward, trying to get some hits there onto the 17 pounder. The pounder does go down. Good hits there. Cinder grenades have been thrown. He may have some spare munitions. 25 pounder seeing massive hits from the Pantrix. Just one squad remaining for all models. He may have lost that squad. 25 pounder does go down, does fall back there. Firefly getting repaired up by some repair sappers as well as the command tank. Fire tank and Panther in this region, and we do have the Slit Trench getting hit by the Pack 38. That's probably a good time to see what resource everybody has. British players have selected to go for a fresh Firefly, so he has low manpower, plenty of munitions, plenty of fuel. His teammate has small amount of manpower. Looks like he has deployed out a priest. Handful of munitions, a handful of fuel, and that's a large amount of Warframen's raining on in. The Wehrmacht player has a good reserve of manpower, good reserve of fuel, not a lot of munitions at the moment. Does not have manpower bullets at the moment either. He could go for the battle phase and get out some other armored assets. A Panzer IV maybe not half bad, so they hit the infantry and tanks.
Are now available.
And his teammate has sector artillery raining on in this sector there. The captain could be next. Has a massive reserve of manpower, a good reserve of munitions, and plenty of fuel. Captain looks like does escape in time. So one more round may fall around here. Tiger tank rolls and misses down to the Panther. Oh, not Panther, Firefly. Panther does get button. Hit by some PS and Panther trucks. Panzer Grenadiers sprint their way forward. No real vulnerable target there, trying to put some roadblocks there to tie down the command tank. Does tie down the command tank, but gotta be very careful. It's prone to being crushed the moment. Does blitz on out of there. Does crush a number of models there. Does receive a sector artillery shot. And does fall back. And that's about like 4 or 5 models went down there from the crush / sector artillery. Oops. Warframen time for a barrage in this region. When I say in this region, I do mean in this region. I always love how these things are just inaccurate as they can get. Or specifically, also Nebel Warfers in general. It could be that he actually ordered those units to target multiple regions as well. Captain does go down.
Our brothers have fallen.
Looks like something may have died right there from a creeping barrage. Looks like the Tiger tank and the Panther took a bit of a beating there. Warframes are backing on off. Got some stews here to get some damage on in. Panther squad advancing forward. Will be knocked around by these various forces. Got to take plus squad, another Panzer Grenadier advance along the flank. He's trying to push forward to the 17-pounder. Tank Cluster Squad does sprint his way forward. The Tank Cluster Squad does retreat on back. Multiple good hits there onto the 17-pounder. And does hit the 17-pounder now. You've been about to see both these squads as well. Oh, sorry to hear that. My condolences. Yeah, recently I've lost both my grandparents. Never fun. Pantrix to connect on the Firefly. Priest could fire away with his Pinta mount, which can be used to suppress these squads. There's also nearby suppression of the MG, which will also be useful to help suppress those squads. Panthers push right forward.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Pantrix to connect with the 30 cal emplacement. Cinder grenades also can be thrown. No. Oh, AD grenades. Moves up the Vickers emplacement. Goes there onto the Panthers. Flame Engineers, you can suppress and force back. Stu's now making an advance with the Tiger Panzer. Machine gun placement now sees some fire. He's sprinting their way forward. In close range. Looks like the Stu may go down. We got the Pinta mounts firing as well. Of course, this region is supported by the Captain and Lieutenant. Oh, get some good rest. I know I've not been sleeping good lately. Don't know why. Warframe Barrage raining on in. Get a bit of damage everywhere. More barrage in this region. I mean, that's not old. That's not old. He's pretty poor, get a bit of damage there onto the Stu. By the way, 33 at... And talking about Company Heroes 1, remember? This, Company Heroes 1 Street. 30... The Company Heroes 1 came out, what, 2006? 2007? That's about, what, let's just say 15 years ago? 16 years ago? He will be 18 then. Warframe and Barrage raining on in. Of course, there's nothing left right there. They must have killed everything. Another casualty clearing station being put on the field. And of course, that means his teammate won't get any casualties to get his free squad out. He'll be taking them all. Yeah, probably because I'm also used to the fact that I have a bunch of co-workers. That one lady's 64, 65. I'm probably just used to older co-workers. Small splash hit there. These units are trying to fall on back. Tickets are still a little bit even, though they're about 120 apart. They still... This game can still go either way, but got still massive artillery raining on in. The Brits have been battered, bruised, and beaten. Most of their artillery and emplacements are now down. They're just down to infantry. Stu's facing on forward. Hits on the intersections. Rolls a miss there, getting intercepted by the train. Pantrix advance on forward, and we've got no musical playing, so switch to another player. Got mass AT grenade there hitting the HQ command truck. Panther now advance on to this side of the train there, getting this fire forward. We do have the 17 pounder here. It is being repaired, not built, so it is able to shoot back the Panther. Now got some offshore artillery in here. Needs to fall back before it starts annihilating everything. And there's artillery raining on in, as well as the artillery raining on in. 17 pounder does go down. That squad goes down. Casualty clearing station goes down. Another artillery barrage raining on in. Got sector artillery in this sector as well. These forces now pushing their way forward. Sappers now advancing forward. Got a good hit there onto the pack today. A couple good hits there. These forces do fall back. And more 25 pounder barrages raining on in. All these forces battered, bruised. They need a casualty clearing station, but of course they kept being blown up by Warfermen. Sector artillery is still raining in this sector. Those almost expired. He does have plenty of munitions for more sector artillery, 2 more. I mean, right now he's just barraging the last known location of these weapon placements. He's barraging this machine gun placement, and he's just building repairing right next to them. And of course, Nebwarfers tend to rain everywhere else but where targeting, and thinks that flinch he does force him away from that last round. Great hit there by the Hummel. And these forces do retreat on back. When it comes to vision range, of course, right now they can't see much. It's hard to tell.
Ready.
But to be fair, when it comes to bombing last known location, that last barrage was right on top of the machine gun placement. He's barraging the machine gun placement. More Nebwarfs running on. He's also trying to barrage down the 17 pounder, which is also missing. More of the Pantrix are seeing some fire there. We're seeing offshore artillery as well, forcing them back. Well, the British faction is really designed to dig in. That's probably one reason why the game's taking so long. 70 pounder does get some hits there onto the Tiger tank. Tiger tank's at 24 kills. Also nothing too significant at this moment. The shooter next to it has 29. And the shooter next to it has 26. So they're all doing some good work there. Panthers advance forward, does take the HQ man truck. They do fall back now. This shooter advance forward has 1 kill. Now got the Blitzkrieg now being activated. Got the fresh, or not so fresh, it could be a fresh Firefly. Could get overwhelmed by the Blitzkrieg. I think may want to focus down. The shooters could just start hitting the Piets. Now also made a good idea to throw the Warframe barrage on in. Looks like the Hummel frame barrage on in does go down. Warframe barrage annihilating these forces as well. And now these forces are getting annihilated. I think it's a follow Mick Car 7. Lieutenant does go down there. She's getting some good damage from this remaining infantry. Lima Warper, Veteran 3, it's also getting some good damage on in. HQ command truck is still alive. That sapper is not. Public casualty being claimed, so this will give him a free intersection squad. It looks like one of the British players to back out of the game. And that, the game is ultimately over. Of course, the AI would, of course, well, stupid this at this time. Perfect item at this moment, right? And should be just a couple structures left. Yeah, the HQ command truck here from the AI.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Well, this is pretty much over. Either way, thank you everyone for watching, and have a good evening. And get some good rest. Wait, no, that's not the outro to my videos.